guys, so I'm going to show you how to complete a complete matte finish. So what a matte finish is not having any kind of light reflecting on your face, any kind of dewiness or glow or shine coming through. It's literally just matte. So what you would want to use is you'd want to use a primer that's oil free. So a matte finish is really for a lot of people that find that they've got oily skin, or they just don't like that dewiness or illuminating glow on their skin. They just want it to kind of be really flat and matte. I'm not a personal fan of matte makeup, but I'm going to show you how to use, what to use to actually get that matte finish as well. So you're going to go for a Mercier oil-free primer that I've actually used already on my face, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to use the Runway face base makeup. This one's like a semi-matte finish that I'm going to use, but you can also get medium to high coverage matte foundations that you can use as well. So I'm going to go in with my Sigma angled Kabuki brush. This is F84. I absolutely love these. They are incredible. And I'm going to go in and start putting that onto my face. Now it does go, you're probably looking at it and going, hang on a sec, there's shine on it. This actually dries into a matte. That's the great thing about it. So that's why I like to use it. There's also some really good mattifying foundations that you can get from pretty much most of the cosmetic houses that are around. So once it starts to dry, then I go in and I go in for a second coat over those lips. It's funny when you put foundation over your lips, you can look so dead. Dead, I tell you, dead. But we're not dead, guys. We are alive and we are thriving. Life is good, and I hope life is good for you too. I should remember to smile when I do these tutorials, because when I look back on them, I don't really have a nice resting face. I feel like I have a resting, you know what face. So once I've done that, I'm going to go in with a matte concealer. So I'm going to use my Kryolan concealer color wheel. And I'm going to take a smaller brush, and then I'm going to go in and start popping some concealer under the eye area and dragging it down. So always kind of take the concealer all the way down, guys, because concealer is actually, you want it to reflect light. So I'm going to take it down to my smile lines, around my nose area. Yes, I do have my brows on, and I do have a bit of eyeliner on. And if you do, that's fine. Normally we would go in with just, normally we would go in with not having any eyeliner on, but that's okay. And then what I do is I will go in with my, that's fine. We don't have it, we're gonna go back in with the Kabuki brush, because that's a good one to use as well, because you can press that in. I love these brushes. The Beauty Blender is going to take a little bit longer, remember that. So if you want something quick, go in with your brush as well. I like to work quick with my makeup. I don't like to be there for hours. And I don't think most people do, most of my clients don't. So it's really important now that you actually set what you've actually done, guys, because if you don't set it, it's going to move around a lot. So what I normally use is my Mercier, like I've spoken about many a times. It's the setting translucent powder, and it's amazing. And I actually go back with my Kabuki brush and I would use it again. So I start under the eye This brush is just amazing. I just find they're just so beautiful to use. Sigma brushes are just incredible. And you know, there's leftover like foundation on the brush as well. So it's kind of like once the powder hits it, it's like pressing in the foundation and mixing it with the powder as well, and just making sure it's all baked. If you have oily lids, make sure you double bake. Now on camera it might actually look that my skin is oily. It's really not. I think it's just the light, but I've got quite dry skin, which is not fun, but that's okay. Gotta be happy with what we have. So as you can see, that's better actually. There's not a lot of shine there at all. So that's what a matte finish is really all about. So even when you go in with your blush as well, when you go in with your contour, you're going to use mattifying products that actually aren't going to give you any shine at all. So a really good mattifying product to use is the MAC. I've got a matte bronzer here. So that one's really nice. That's the color, and as you can see, there is no shine. So I'm going to use my mattifying bronzer, and I'm going to go in with a little brush over here. I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown brush, my eye shader, but I also use it as a contour as well. It's got a nice flat head. I'm going to suck my cheeks in. It's quite a subtle bronzer. I'm going to keep going and just see if I can build it up. Otherwise I'm going to go to my other MAC bronzer. Yeah, see how it's sinking in my face now? Chiseling it out. Then I'm going to go into the jawline, start carving that out as well. This is a nice bronzer to use actually, this matte one, because it's quite natural. It's not too brown, it's not too golden. Unless you've got a tan, it's going to work for you. But if you haven't got a tan, you're my skin tone, you're quite yellow based or you're quite fair, this is a really good one to use because it really just creates that nice shadow without looking like it's got like a brown, you know, golden kind of shade to it. You don't want that. Not at all. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with my other MAC bronzer. This one's the Mineralized Skin Finish in Dark. It's quite nice and warm. So I'd use that more around my cheek area instead of around my jawline. So when you do take a bit of your bronzer as well, just kind of dust the excess onto your hand before you apply it. See how you start to see that warming up? See how that's warmed up? That's quite nice and cool. So it's really personal preference. But I find if you've got skin like mine or darker, you really need it to pop a bit more. So that's quite nice and subtle, the way I like it. And then I'm going to go in with a really nice matte blush. And I'm going to use the same brush as well, guys, because I want it to just blend into my bronzer a little bit. So not putting any kind of shine, it's just matte all the way. And the reason, you know, people that have oily skin use, you know, use oil-free makeup, or, you know, like to go for a matte look, is because they've got those natural oils coming through, so they're quite lucky. Whereas, you know, if you've got normal skin, dry skin, combination skin, you know, for normal skin, it's obviously just going to be normal, where it's going to have a balance of oil and, you know, dryness. Whereas if you've got dry skin, it's dry all over. If you've got combination skin, you're actually more oily on your T-zone area and then dry around these areas here. So I'm quite interesting. I'm combination skin, but I'm dry at the same time. So I'm oily all around here. So this is where my problem areas are, where I get blackheads and all sorts of things. And then I'm quite dry around my cheek areas. So I don't mind a matte finish, because I do have pores on my skin. You start to see more pores as you get older. So when you've got young skin, the pores haven't come out yet, but when you get older, you can see your pores. So going for more of a matte finish, even if you have combination skin and not necessarily oily skin, will work for you if you like to minimize your pores. So that's the one thing I do like about having a matte finish, is you can just have, you know, you don't see your pores as much. So as you can see, there is no shine whatsoever. It is all matte, matte, matte. And then I'm gonna go in, I nearly just lost my words. Then I'm gonna go in with liquid matte lipstick. This one's from Jeffree Star. It's called Androgyny. It's kind of like a nice deep pink. It's quite nice to use. It's long lasting as well. So I find that when I have worn it out, I've only worn it, I've only reapplied twice, which is excellent. That's what you actually want. So it goes on a liquid, sets as a matte, which is good because it gives you room to shape your lip to exactly what kind of lip you want as well. So there you go, that is it there. I do like it, but I feel like I need a bit of shimmer, but that's just me. I know a lot of you don't actually, you know, like that. This is really about having a matte look. So I'm just gonna deal with it and just go with it and make the best of it. So now I'm gonna go in with, I'm just gonna go in with a really nice matte eyeshadow, and I'm actually going to use my Mercier Coral Red Quad pot. Well, it's not a pot, it's a palette. I'm going to use this color here. So there's no matte in that, and I'm just going to kind of just place that all over the eye area just to mattify the lids again. What I like about when you do have hooded eyes like me, which means that the skin actually overlaps, when you do put a nice matte eyeshadow over the lid, guys, it actually presses it pushes that skin back, presses it back, so it doesn't look so puffy, it doesn't look like it's overlapping. So if you do have hooded eyes, using matte eyeshadows are great. They're really good to use. I'm gonna smile when I do this because I've looked back at my videos. They don't look that great when I'm not smiling. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna go in with my MAC favorite 217 actually brush. And I'm gonna take just like the deeper color in here, which on camera looks a little bit more pink, but it's actually more of a deeper rose color, but I'm not going to use much. I'm just going to take it into the crease. Don't be scared of color as well. Color's lovely to use. It's just how much you use of it. And look, it's like I've hardly got any on my brush, so you don't need a lot. And I'm smiling because I like these colors and it's just really pretty. It will suit most people as well. If you'd like to see more videos like this, guys, do let me know, because I want to put out videos that you guys want, not what I want. So if you want some more neutral tones, some more natural looks, or some more dramatic looks, let me know. I do that as well. I know I promote natural beauty quite a lot. But let me know. This is just so pretty. I really like this. Something that you can just kind of put on. And you can always pop a little bit under the eye too, just to give it a bit of definition. So I've got my eyeliner already on and my mascara. I'm just adding a little bit more color, just to warm it up so it's not black, you know. My lash curl, and I'm just going to curl my natural lashes. So what I do is I just kind of grip that on and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're just pulsing, holding for that last one, and then just letting go. So it makes a huge difference for me, especially because I don't have long lashes. So on the 5th one, just hold it for a little bit. So that, for me, that's a huge difference. But I would definitely add a few lashes on here as well, just to kind of lift it to another level. If you don't have to. But I just wanted to kind of just do something like this, which is more of a matte makeup look for you. As you can see, there is no shine coming through. I mean, a bit of that is over there. Then what you would do is you would go back with it, with your brush, I mean. So you would go back, use your Mercier translucent setting powder, and it will just take that shine away. Oh, got a little bit of brush hair in my eye. So it's kind of, you know, it has kind of taken away that shine, but I'm going to go back over it. Now it's taken away that shine. Now we're talking. Okay? It's a great product to use. And I just go over it with my blush as well, just a little bit, just to kind of blend it all in. So that's pretty much it, guys. So that is your matte makeup look that you can do, which shouldn't take you too long at all. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Follow me on Instagram and Facebook and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you. I want to grow this, you know, to be a page where we can all kind of, you know, where I can help you guys with makeup and tips and just make life easy for you, but also to help you, you know, feel good from the inside out as well, because that's really important. So yeah, if you've got any questions, leave them below. I just had a bit of, I think I had like a brush hair. I will see you soon. Bye.